In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the one element that amongst popular advice and literature is rarely, if ever, talked about when it comes to achieving your goals. And it's the one element that not only makes attaining your goals a lot less stressful, but also makes them a lot easier. Let's check it out. Popular advice says that you write your goal down, you get clear and specific on it, you make sure it has a time frame and it's a realistic and achievable goal, you put a plan in place to make it happen, and then you go and execute your plan. And look, a lot of that is good advice. The one element that is missing is, well, let me share with you an analogy first. Have you ever had a situation where you've been trying to remember someone's name and try as hard as you can, it just won't come to you? And then all of a sudden you take your mind off onto something else, and lo and behold, the name pops into your mind. Or perhaps you've had a problem that you've been trying to solve, and you're trying to think up ideas of how to solve this problem. Same thing, as soon as you take your mind off it, all of a sudden, bam, the ideas come to you. One slightly different analogy is there's someone who really wants to be your friend, and they're trying super hard for you to like them. How do you feel about them? Usually it has a bit of a repelling nature about it, doesn't it? So the commonality between both of these examples, or three of these examples, is that sometimes the harder we try to make something happen, the less chance there is of that thing actually happening. And the way to think about this in relation to your goals is it's the level of emotional attachment that you have to the outcome of that goal. The more you really want that goal to happen, less chance that it might happen, or the harder it's going to be to make it come about. So let me share with you a couple of examples, a couple of personal examples, one non-business, one business. I was living over in Canada, my wife's Canadian, and I'd been over there for quite a while, 11 winters exactly, and I'd always had the goal of moving back to Australia. We had the goal, maybe it was driven by me, of moving back to Australia. I just had an inkling to be back there. And for whatever reason, it just never really seemed to be the right time to move. And logistically, I had a business running, there was things going on, it just wasn't the right timing. And the problem was that I was creating a level of dissatisfaction with being in Canada because I felt I always were going to be moving, and that was the goal, to move. And so therefore, where I was not okay, or was only temporary, and we were making decisions that were subsequently temporary. Our furniture was all temporary. We weren't putting down roots. And so one day I decided, this is ridiculous. I know we're going to get back to Australia, but I'm just going to let that go. And we started making different decisions. We started buying nice furniture, and lo and behold, as soon as we did that, things just sort of lined up, and 6 months later we'd moved back to Australia. Don't know how that exactly happened. Another example was once I got my coaching business up and running, the goal was always to be buying into other businesses. And so I started trying to make that happen. I put together a plan, I was talking to brokers, I was talking to accountants, I was talking to other business people, and I sat down at the table plenty of times, but somehow a deal never came about. The goal was not attained. And then so life sort of got in the way, and that it didn't get forgotten, but it sort of got put on the side burner, and my attachment to it was released. And then lo and behold, a past client who had sold her business came to me and said, Jamie, we've invested some money in this business. I think they need more money. They're probably open to some coaching. What do you say we partner up and we approach them about buying in? That deal eventuated. It was all relatively smooth. And now that goal has been attained. So once we release our emotional attachment around something, we allow space for opportunity to come towards us, versus thinking that, okay, to get that goal, I have to go down this path and this is the way it's going to happen. And we're very attached to that and the outcome. We provide a resistance around it. Anybody who has played golf will know that a great golf coach will show you to hold the club so you're not strangling the thing, but you've just got a soft grip around it, like holding a tube of toothpaste, they say. So we're not massively attached to that club, and we're not swinging as hard as possible. We're relaxed in the way we go about it. And so it is with goal attainment. So I'll stop talking there, and we'll share with you one last thing, that the way to know if you're attached or not is by the way you feel. When you feel stressed, let's say you've got some negative emotions towards your goal, like you feel like you're not moving forward fast enough, or anything that makes you feel in a negative state, you're probably approaching it the wrong way. So sit back, just examine how you're feeling about your goal and your progress towards it, and make a decision to let it go. Let go that attachment to it, and you'll be amazed at not only how you'll feel, but what opportunities might come your way that will help that goal come towards you a lot faster. Have some fun with it. Love to hear your comments or questions below. Remember, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel below there, and you'll get notified about the next video. Go out there and make it a great day.